Here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to talk about a fragrance from the house of Mark Buxton, which I believe is my first fragrance review from Mark Buxton. And this one is called Emotional Rescue. Came out in 2013 and classified as a woody floral musk with notes of vetiver, gooseberry, red currant, violet leaf, black currant, iris, balsam fir, rose, and neroli. And in 2021, I believe Emotional Rescue was replaced by a fragrance called Emotional Drop. I haven't smelled that one, but it's my understanding that Emotional Drop is the same fragrance as Emotional Rescue. So maybe if you're having a hard time finding Emotional Rescue, search under Emotional Drop as well to see if you can get a better price on that as well. But anyway, yeah, this one's very fruity, berry, very tart, very sour. And the reason I was really interested in this fragrance is because when I was a kid, my parents had these gooseberry plants in the lot next door to my house, and every now and then I would grab a few and eat them, and they were really nice tasting, very unique, sour, tart flavor. That along with rhubarb really defines a lot of my culinary experience as a kid, I think. So gooseberry in a fragrance really interests me because of that. I get a lot of that sweet tart berry. There's that vetiver note. The vetiver here does give it sort of a grassy, dirty kind of a quality as well. And I'm not really sure if I'm getting much in the way of these other notes, like the iris, the rose, the neroli. It doesn't come across as overtly floral to me, even though it's classified as a floral musk. Not a whole lot of woody nuances here or floral nuances here, but yeah, a lot of tart, berry, and vetiver. So, like, if you're a fan of vetivers, this is definitely one to check out. I know there used to be one that was kind of getting some play back in the day. Paul Smith's Story, that one was a grapefruit vetiver. So maybe if you like that one, this is another sour vetiver you can check out. Definitely not as mainstream and maybe as accessible and even enjoyable for a lot of people as like Gray Vetiver or Terre de Hermes. But yeah, if you're looking for like a sour tart vetiver, definitely check out Emotional Rescue or Emotional Drop, see what you think. I think it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of vetiver. I do think some vetivers are nice to have in your collection, like Vetiver Tonka, Terre de Hermes, maybe even Gray Vetiver. But yeah, this one, yeah, it's a nice change up. It's probably not something I would choose to wear every day, but definitely a nice rotational green, tart, sour vetiver to wear on occasion in the spring and early summertime, I think. So let me get into some final scores for this one. The smell, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a nice scent. I do like that sour tartness. Like I said, the rhubarb, gooseberry type tart sourness is really kind of my thing. It's a nice scent. I give it 7 out of 10 for smell. Protection longevity, we'll do like 4 to 6 hours. I think it does okay there. Versatility, mostly for spring and maybe early summer. I guess you could wear it year round if you're really into this kind of thing. So versatility, I'll give it like 6 out of 10. Uniqueness, I'll give it 8 out of 10. I think that the tart gooseberry really does give it an own special quality. I don't really see gooseberry popping up very often in fragrances. I think there are other ones, but they're not really well-known fragrances. So yeah, definitely if you want to check out a gooseberry scent, this was one to check out. But it would be nice if they could combine gooseberry with other notes that I'm a little bit more fond of, like cardamom, ginger, maybe some woods, some cedar or something like that. But yeah, this one, it's all right. Price point, I'm seeing Emotional Rescue for about $247.50. I'm seeing Emotional Drop for about $165. So probably, unless you're really lucky, you might be better off getting the Emotional Drop version because it is newer, probably fresher, and maybe a little bit cheaper to find. Even though I think the name Emotional Rescue is better because it does kind of remind me of that late 70s, early 80s era of the Rolling Stones. So overall for me, yeah, 7 out of 10. A nice, pleasant, sour vetiver fragrance. Check it out if you get a chance. Emotional Rescue by Mark Buxton. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.